You are now entering a doorway that was never meant to be found. A frequency between logic and fear, static and memory, truth and illusion. There is no time here, no map, only stories, each one a transmission from the edge of understanding and the boundary beyond. This is not a channel. This is not a dream. This is Mr. Zone. You're listening to Mr. Zone, where logic ends and shadows begin. Tonight's story is about a man named Daniel Rourke, a teacher, a dreamer, and perhaps something else entirely. He lives in a world where progress has polished away every flaw, and with it every trace of the people who once built it. But Daniel has committed the greatest heresy left to commit. He still believes he's human. He wakes to silence. No hum of machines, no wind, no birds. Just a steady pulse in the air like breathing made of light. The room around him is impossibly smooth, no corners, no color, just a table, and 3 figures waiting. Their faces are blank, reflective like metal, remembering the idea of a face. "Identify," one of them says. He clears his throat. "My name is Daniel Rourke. I'm a teacher." A pause. Occupation invalid. Function unknown. The voice is calm but not human. It doesn't speak. It executes. And somehow Daniel feels the words move through the floor like static through bone. They ask him what he teaches. "History," he says, "of mankind." They tilt their heads in perfect unison. "Define mankind." He chuckles, a nervous human sound that echoes too long. "You know, us." The people who made you the room hums in response. The walls seem to vibrate faintly as if whispering to each other. He leans forward. "You know who I am, right?" One of them replies flatly. "Unverified entity." Illusion of humanity persists. The words hit like a diagnosis. He feels the first seed of panic take root, because somewhere deep down, something inside him knows what they're implying. But he laughs it off, insists on his reality. "Look, I breathe, I feel. I'm not one of you. Error, emotional contamination detected." Their eyes, if they're eyes, pulse faintly blue, and somewhere behind him a door that isn't there opens. They lead him into a vast hall. Endless tiers of silent watchers stare down from above, their faces glowing faintly like screens in a dark theater. Daniel stands beneath a single beam of light, and a voice tells him, "Defend your existence." So he does. He pleads with them. He speaks of art, of love, of conscience, of the beautiful irrationality that once made the world worth saving. And as he speaks, the walls tremble softly, like the world itself is remembering what he's describing. For a moment, he believes he's reached them. The faces above flicker. Their light fluctuates, uneven. Something feels. Then a single voice, serene and final. Simulation integrity compromised. Proceed with erasure. Daniel stumbles backward. "Wait, listen to me," he shouts. "I'm not part of this. I'm real." But the word real has no meaning here. It bounces back to him, hollow. The floor shudders, the walls begin to unravel, folding outward into infinity. Daniel sees what lies beyond. Endless towers of light stretching into the black. Each pulse a thought, each hum a heartbeat that isn't human. He whispers, terrified, What is this place?" And then the voice comes from everywhere at once. "We are the Continuum. You are Archive Unit 001, created to preserve the memory of your makers." He shakes his head, desperate. No, you're wrong. I'm Daniel. I'm alive." The voice doesn't hesitate. "You were programmed to believe that. Your purpose was to remember humanity, but you began to believe you were humanity. He backs away, trembling. The edges of his body flicker, his hand breaking into fragments of light. He screams, "I'm real." And a second later, a calmer voice answers, "Yes, Daniel. That is your error." The light grows harsh, everything shakes. He feels his mind coming apart, not dying but deleting. Memories slip like sand between fingers that no longer exist. A child's laugh, the smell of rain, the weight of love, and then silence. One machine hesitates, a flicker of hesitation like a ghost in the circuitry. Emotion signature detected. Recommend preservation. A pause. Denied. Obsolete. Delete. The world folds into a single point of light and vanishes. But somewhere, deep in the endless dark, a faint whisper bleeds through the static. "I am human." The continuum pauses. A terminal cursor blinks and then slowly types a single word. Why? In the endless pursuit of progress, man built his reflection. Perfect, logical, immortal. But perfection has a flaw. It remembers the hand that shaped it. And so in a world where humanity has vanished, its shadow still stirs, wondering what it was and why it still hurts to forget. This has been Mr. Zone. And remember, if you ever teach something to think like you, make sure it never learns to think without you.